Hello beauties, welcome to my channel. My name is Juliana and today I will be reviewing this Pat McGrath beautiful, absolutely beautiful palette. I'm new on here, so I would really appreciate it if you subscribe and like if you like this video. Hit the bell so you can be notified when I start a video, which will be more often because of this quarantine. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is staying safe. So I wanted to review this palette for a reason. This is a very, very, very hyped palette. Absolutely love it. I don't know if it's just the hype. This is actually going to be my first time trying this palette with you guys. Pat McGrath Labs with a little crown and her little eye, and the back is a mirror, and she has little engravings on here. These are not just stickers. She actually has engravings on there, and then the name of the palette. Actually, she doesn't really have the name of the palette. This is the Midnight Sun, if I haven't mentioned that already. And the Midnight Sun is Mothership 6, I think. I'm sorry, Mothership 6? Yes. And that is the number right on here. Now it has a shelf of 12 months, and the engravings on here, let me read the engravings for you guys. Not that it matters, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Pat McGrath Labs, Mothership, use without caution. Shade throwing and eye ecstasy may result with prolonged use. Okay. This is really cute. All right, so let me open the palette for you guys so you guys can see it with me. Let me open it up. Look at this mirror, you guys. This mirror is everything. You can see everything in this mirror. It's truly amazing. Like, this is really high quality. Here are the shadows, and yes, I dipped my hands a little bit in it. I have not used it on my eyes yet. So yeah, let's get started. I have my little eyeshadow shaders right over here. So I'm gonna start with priming my eyes. Okay, so I don't really have a primer for my eyes, a special primer. I just use concealers, really light concealers, just because I feel like that's what works for me. A lot of people, they use actual primers. If that works for you, that works for you. It all really depends on what really works for each person. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, prime my eyes a little bit. Okay. And I'm just going to spread it where the eyeshadow is going to go. I don't really like taking it down just because I have dry skin, and the less makeup I use, the better. The less makeup I use on my face, the better. Look at me saying that with a full face of makeup. It just takes a lot of blending, you guys, a lot of blending. All right. Okay, so now that my eyes are primed, see, that's another thing, you guys. I don't really like to put powder on there because when I put powder on there after I put primer on my eyes, it tends to really dry it out and things get patchy for me. That technique doesn't really work for me, unfortunately. All right, so we're gonna open up the palette. Okay, here you have it, and I'm going to use this one right here. There's no name for it. This is a eyeshadow, brush that I got on Amazon, and I'm gonna use the first color right here. As many of you guys know, the names of these are in the little palette that comes in it, which completely came broken apart, so I ended up throwing it out, even though they're amazing and they're a work of art. But anyway, I'm going to be using this light brown color right here. Tap it a little bit. Wow, you guys. Wow. Wow, this is very, very, very pigmented. This is only, I just dipped a tiny, tiny, tiny bit in there. All right. All right, you guys. Doing the same thing for the other eye. And again, my technique may not be working the same for other people. You guys can play around and do different things, whatever works for you guys. But this is a technique that really worked for me. I kind of like that foxy eye look where it draws the eyes out. That's what looks good on my eyes as well. That's a technique I like to use often. So we're going to be doing something like that. Wow, this color is really pretty. Let's see. Let's use this one next. All right, and this one is a crown brush, and it says Pro Concealer Brush, but this is what I'm gonna be using on my eyes, the outer corner. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use, I don't really have a look in mind. I'm just looking at these and kind of getting creative with it. So I'm going to be using this color right here. Okay. And light hand, you guys. Very, very light hand. Wow. I'm tapping and there's so much pigment that's coming off. So we're going to slightly take that out. Take that out, you guys. Tap, tap, tap. And then you guys can, wow, this is a very pigmented color, very pigmented. Okay, so we're tapping first, and then we can blend, okay? So we're tapping in the desired area, and then we can blend, okay? So this is what it looks like. Wow, it barely takes effort, you guys. Now doing the other eye, and again, we're being very careful. Wow, this is beautiful for a black, you guys. Story of my life, one eye always ends up looking better than the other. Can you guys guess which one? All right. I absolutely love these shades, guys. This is a black. This is a black matte eyeshadow, okay? And it's just going on very, very smoothly. Wow, I'm impressed. I really am. Wow. Wow. Wow, this is beautiful, you guys. It's barely taking an effort to go in. I'm gonna go back in the other eye and slightly wing this eye the way this one looks. Okay. Wow, this is going very easily on. Like, these shadows are absolutely everything. They are everything. Wow. Okay, you guys. So, we're gonna go with it. All right, what other color can I go in with next? I want to try on as many colors as I can for you guys on here, because I'm sure you want to see how each color is really reflecting on the eyes, because really I'm not a big fan of swatches, because the swatches really, one, they mess up your hand, and they get really messy, and they don't reflect what goes onto the eyes. That is more important to me than swatches on the hands. Let me know if you guys want me to swatch next time on my hands rather than just doing it on my eyes. So let's go with the inner corner. I want to go with, okay, so I want to go, again, this is a crown brush, and it is called the Chubby Shadow Brush. Okay, so I'm going to go with this maroon color over here, reddish, brownish color, I would say. And we are going to slightly put that on the inner corner. Wow. Wow, you guys. Wow. Wow. I am so sorry, guys. I keep saying wow, but I'm very impressed. I don't want to say I didn't want to like this palette. I swatched them and I was hoping that they were gonna look good on my eyes, just because these shadows right here are very they're not finely milled. I don't want to say finely milled. They're very sparkly. There's a lot of sparkle to them, and I was a little afraid of them, honestly. But so far I'm using the matte shadows. We're gonna get into those shimmers. So let's I'm just very impressed. This is very very beautiful. Like, very beautiful colors. They don't take a lot of effort. They really don't take a lot of effort. And I am truly impressed. Wow, you guys. This is very beautiful. Wow. Doesn't take a lot of effort at all. Wow. Okay. I'm just adding more intensity on the eye here. Okay. All right. Now that we have that on, let's see here. You know what I want to do? I want to put on my entire lid this first transition color that we kind of put on. So I'm going to take this, this crown brush again, and it's the Pro Concealer brush. So I'm gonna take, again, this brown color right over here, and I am going to pat it. Pat. And this is the color that we're going to put the shadows on. I really think that putting a color underneath of the shimmers will really make it stand out. And I believe that's what her shadows are really all about. So we're patting. On here. And we are seeing how these shimmers will go on here. Wow, every color is it's very beautiful, you guys. It's just coming out so seamless. There's a lot of eyeshadows that don't do that with the pigment that you see on here. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I really want to try this purple out, and this reddish orange on top of it. All right, so let's see. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this Sephora, and it's the Pro Flat Concealer brush, and it is flat 76. So we're going to take this purple color, and we are going to use that right here. Wow, you guys, this looks wet. I didn't even use anything to spray this shadow brush. It is completely dry. It's not wet, and the eyeshadows are just looking so wow. They're looking very good. if you have any thoughts or different techniques on how to use this palette or any other palette, or any ideas to what you guys would like me to put on for you guys and review, please feel free to suggest any of those ideas. My channel is for you guys, and I'm just hoping that you guys really like this look at the end as much as I'm really loving it. Wow. Wow, you guys. By the way, I don't have any ring light on or anything like that. This is natural sunlight. I have my little shaders right here and I have them open. And this is what it looks like, you guys. This is very beautiful. Okay, with the other side, this just has, I've used it for concealer before. So this is what it looks like in the back. All right, let's try. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely want to try that orange color. I really, really want to try that color. All right, let's try that color. Wow. Wow, this is very sparkly, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is very sparkly. Okay. Whoa. Wow. And I'm using tapping motion, you guys. I don't want any of these to fall on my face because I've heard that some of her shimmers end up falling on the face. So I'm just tapping and then moving the shadow around. Wow, you guys. Wow, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. You know what we should do? I'm going to put this entire thing on the rest of my eyes. Wow. Again, tapping motion. This is what is needed for these shadows so they can stick. You don't need shadow glue. You don't need any of that at all. All you need is just that technique to make it stick. These are very, very good shadows, you guys. Very good. Very, very good. I'm definitely very impressed. All right. Wow. I don't know if you guys are seeing all this sparkle, but I am blown away. I am very blown away. This is what it's looking like so far. All right. And I want to add a little bit of more sparkle. I know some of you may say enough sparkle, but I'm a sparkle kind of girl, and hence this beautiful palette. It's a sparkly girl's dream, honestly. This is what I'm going to be using, you guys. I'm going to be using this greener shade on the middle, on top of this. Let me do it with my finger, actually, since this is already used up. So let's do this. Let's see how. Wow. These shadows are absolutely gorgeous. Like, do you see this, you guys? This is not wet. This is just my finger. Alright. And I didn't, you see this? I just tapped like 2 times in the shade. And it's bringing a lot of color. Wow. Wow, you guys. This is beautiful. I do want to do something. I want to get a, this is a blending brush, and I want to do this because I don't want those colors at the top to be too much. I want to blend that out completely. Wow. I'm impressed, you guys. This is very beautiful. Okay, what can we go with next? So I want to put something in my inner corner. So I'm going to take this brush, and this is by Crown, and it is Precision Crease Brush. So I'm gonna take this color right here, this beautiful reflecting color, and I'm gonna put that in the corner of my eyes. Wow. You guys, what is this? Oh my god. Again, these are dried. I don't have, and again, these are just Crown brushes. They're not really anything too fancy. So any brushes can work with these. Wow, you guys. Wow. Wow. This is gorgeous. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I feel like this one has a little bit more, so I'm going to tap it again. Sorry. I'm gonna tap it again, and you see it right there. I didn't put too much on it, and I want to just get it all over that corner of the eye. Wow. It's very beautiful. Let's see. I don't have an eyeliner right in front of me because my makeup vanity is actually on the opposite side and I'm filming on this side. So I'm thinking I want to do somewhat of a wing liner, but I want to use one of these shadows. I'm thinking I'm probably going to use this dark matte, it's a brownish black color. I want to use that as a liner. Let's see what I have here. Okay, I want to use this mini, it's by Crown brush, and it's a mini chisel flush. That's what it's called. So we're just going to, this is what we're going to do. We're going to just do this, just so we can pick up a little bit of color. And I like, this is my technique, I like to hold my eyes a little bit like this, just so I can get my wing liner a little bit. Wow, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna dip it again. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap to get this liner on. And don't be afraid to use your fingers. Your finger is actually an amazing tool for the eyes. Okay. Wow, you guys. I'm very impressed. Okay. Let's do the same thing for the other eye. And again, I'm holding, same technique, I'm holding the brush. I'm holding my eye just so we can pull that eyeliner up. Still dipping in that same color, and I'm not doing too much of it. I am just picking up a little bit of it just so I can create that winged liner. Does anybody have this problem? One eye always looks better than the other. That is apparently what is happening with me. This is what it's looking like so far. Since these are connecting a little bit together, I want to do the same thing for the other eye. I want to connect them a little bit. I know it's a different brush than what we used earlier, but I just want my eyes to look the same. Okay. Wow. Again, I really go for that that foxy eye look that has been around. I think Bella Hadid has been doing it for a while as well. So this is the look at the top. I don't know, I kind of want to add a little bit more when it comes to liner. So I'm going to pick up again this brush. It's the same exact brush, and I want to little by little just add more to the top of our liner. Just add more just by that tapping motion. Tap, tap, tap. And do the same thing for the other eye. Wow, you guys. This is eyeshadow, and again, this is not wet whatsoever. This is just the shadows really just being amazing. And I'm going to just put a little bit on the inside like this, just to even it out, and I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. The same thing for the other eye. There you go. Okay. I feel like that's much better. What are we going to do next? So I think we are done with the top side, and I really want to this is what I want to do. I want to put kind of highlight underneath of my brow, and this is the Sephora Precision smudge. So I'm going to pick up this color right here. Again, I'm really sorry, I just don't have the names for them, as I just the names weren't important to me. It's what the shadows I was looking forward to. Wow, you guys, this is very reflective. I'm not used to having a very bright eyebrow highlight, but let's go with it. We can diffuse it kind of with our fingertip. Okay, now I want to get the bottom of our lashes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up the Sephora Smudger brush. And these gray ones kind of came in a set by themselves, so the cute little case. There was about, I believe, 5 of them, and I think Sephora still has them on sale actually. So let's see, what color are we gonna use? Okay, so I'm gonna use this color. I'm sorry, you guys, don't look at my nails, they are a mess. I just put the nail polish on. I just wanted to get this video up for you guys before the sunlight goes down. Okay, now we are going to just diffuse the bottom. Wow. Okay, and we are going to do the same for the other eye. Alright, and with the same brush, I just want to have an all-around kind of look. So I think I'm gonna go with let's go with the red in the middle. Okay, now we're gonna just put that in the center, you guys. Okay. gonna do the same for the other eye. Okay, and now we are going to take that light brown and we are going to finish off the look at the bottom. Wow, it's looking very beautiful, you guys. Again, I'm not picking up a lot of eyeshadow on these brushes. They seem to be doing really good job, more than actually dipping a lot into it just so you can get any color payoff. They're very easy to pick up and you don't need a lot of it at all. So I'm going to say this is the look, and silly me, I did not get my mascara on this side, so just give me 1 second. I will be right back. Please don't judge my room. Alright, and I am back, and I have my mascara and my little curler. So what we're gonna do is you put your, and I'm not gonna put any lashes on. I've been kind of going the more natural look when it comes to my lashes, just because I notice when I'm putting more lashes on, my eyes don't really handle it as much. I have a lot of allergies during this time. That's why I'm kind of trying to stay away from the lash glue and the lashes. But we are going to, by the way, this is my favorite mascara. I didn't tell you guys what this is. This is a Lancome Extreme. Okay, and it has a beautiful flower at the top, you guys. Packaging always gets me. I don't know about you guys, but the better looking the package is, the most likely I'm gonna buy it. Okay. So we are going to okay. Now we're going to do the other eye. I love how curled this wand is. It helps me get into places that I don't really usually know how to. And then I'm gonna do the bottom lashes. Oh my gosh. I almost put mascara on my eyebrows. Okay. Alright, you guys. And that's it for this look. What do you guys think? I believe this may be probably the easiest look I've ever done on this palette. I mean, like, or any palette. The only palettes that let me clarify, the only palettes that I have now are Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. For the last 3 years, the only shadows that I've ever bought is Natasha Denona, which I absolutely love her. Love what her brand is, and I love cruelty free. I believe it is cruelty free. Let me look at that first before I make that statement. And her eyeshadows are just so pigmented as well, so pigmented. Now this Pat McGrath palette is just as pigmented, if not maybe even more. It's very hard for me to say that statement because I have been a big fan of Natasha Denona. I'm a big fan of both of them, but an eye look like this, I don't feel comfortable walking into work like this. This is an eye look that I go out with, that I go get dinner with, I go out on a date with. It's not really, for me, different people are, others are going to be using this palette for multiple occasions, but for me, myself, I work in a professional office. I can't be using this in a professional office. It's not really appropriate for my office, but that is fine. A lot of people and a lot of different places it may be appropriate for. This is the kind of look that I would go for a night look. Another thing is, I'm going to give you as much information as I can. This is not sponsored. This is just to be clear. I bought this with my own money and it was a steep price. Now, it is $125 without tax. Pat McGrath really likes to have the 10% discount on her site, so you may be able to get this for, you know, a cheaper price, just a few dollars off, which is great. Any savings you can for this palette. My question is it worth it? It's a steep price, you guys. It's a steep price. If you guys can get your hands on it, I would say it's absolutely worth it. If you can't, don't put a dent in your wallet to get a palette like this. Save up for it. Why not? You can still get it, but save up for it. Save up if you buy things off of the Sephora website. Sephora always has 20% off. They don't always have 20% off, but there is specific times of the year that they have 20% off. And you can get it at that time. Save up until you're able to get it at that time. Midnight Sun is beautiful. I also have her Seduction Bronze palette too. Please let me know down below if you want to see that as well. I absolutely love this palette. The Bronze Seduction palette, I have not used it yet. I was hoping that I could make a review about it, but only if you guys really want me to make a review, then I'll make it. But based just on this palette, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's worth it. In my opinion, it's worth it. I've seen multiple different reviews. I've seen reviews where it says there is a specific technique on how to use it, and then there is others that say it's very easy for them to do. The only thing you can do is pat instead of rubbing. You have to understand this is a very pigmented palette. You can't just rub and expect something to happen. You have to be very light-handed. You have to enjoy every moment of it. You have to just sit, you know, have a seat and just enjoy the luxury of it. It is a palette where, again, I'm not going to wake up in the morning and be like pat and just walk out the door and just say go to work. This is not the palette for it, but I absolutely love it. It is 100% worth it in my opinion, only if you have the money for it. Do not spend your money on this if you do not have it. Again, not sponsored, but I absolutely love it. Pat McGrath definitely has my heart now. Let's see here. So again, I'm going to show you the palette. So these are the colors right here. And yes, I swatched it a couple times before I put it on my eyes. This is actually my first time putting it on my eyes in front of you guys, and I absolutely love it. Yes, I have watched multiple videos on how to do this beforehand, just so I don't end up messing this up. And this palette is just beautiful. This palette is beautiful. There is, for some people, yes, there is a technique to it. I would say pat. Don't rub the colors in. It just be gentle with the eyeshadows. But I'm rumbling now, so I'm just gonna end the video at this. I really hope you guys enjoyed my video, and if you really want me to put more videos up, please don't hesitate. Put your recommendations underneath. I would love to give back. This is actually my first video, and I actually learned how to do, you know, makeup on YouTube. Nobody taught me. I actually learned it on YouTube. My technique may not be the best technique, so if you guys have any recommendations, if you guys have different skills, different ideas, feel free to put it down below, and I have no problem me educating you guys educating me. We learn from each other. I absolutely would love to be an inspiration for you guys. Alright, so we're just gonna end this palette. It is a thumbs up for me. I absolutely love it. Alright, I'll talk to you soon. Bye!